I just want to wish all of you a happy National Pizza Day.
Oh, thank you.
That is the number one trending topic at the moment.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're out of problems.
I love seeing that as the top thing people are talking about. Now to make Adam mad. So we all know how Adam feels about pizza toppings. First off,
he's pro.
Don't get the pepperoni and the cheese as your only two toppings. You're throwing a party. We all know what happened to Dr. Bruce's kids when they were asked, or what happened.
I stand by that. He says I traumatized them.
Why? What? Remind us.
Both can be true.
They were in my kitchen years ago, and I was going to go get pizza. And I don't know. At the time, his son was 9, maybe 9 or 10. His daughter was 9 or 10. And I said, I'm going to order some pizza. What do you like? What do you like on your pizza? And they're like, I don't know. I said, well, you like meat? You like vegetables? And you want pepperoni, mushrooms? What do you want? Don't know.
What? I've never heard that answer before.
I said, you got to have something. You like pizza?
Have you had pizza?
Yep. I said, well, what you want? What toppings do you want on top of the pizza? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, you have to declare major. I can't let you sail through life this way.
You have to have thoughts.
It's a huge question mark over your head.
Yeah.
And then I think the boy waited a few minutes. They're like, how about broccoli? I'm like, no,
What?
no, we're not doing that.
Does he? I don't think he knows what pizza is.
Then everyone started yelling at me. I was like, I'm trying to coach these kids up. They're gonna be at college one day. They're gonna be beaten to an inch of their life with a fucking pillowcase filled with bars of soap.
You're preparing them for life.
I'm preparing them for life. I'm like, look, you pick something that you like and you put it on top of the pizza. That's what you do. But the last time I saw Dr. Bruce, Jake came by with this fucking potato on top of the pizza. That was a shit show.
Yeah.
Same kid?
A child.
No, I'm serious.
A child says, "I'll take broccoli as my pizza topping."
That's a recurring joke in Inside Out that like a 9-year-old doesn't like broccoli on pizza.
Right.
It's
Yes,
gross.
that's right. I've never heard of it.
When I'm in charge, there's just going to be a list of approved toppings, and that'll be it. And I'll listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what won't make the list? Hot tomato slices.
Pointless.
I've had to deal with this my whole adult life. They get big slices of tomato, which just, first off, hot tomato's weird, and then it just kind of pusses out.
It's watery.
And then secondly, the pizza's made of tomato sauce. Get a topping. This is a redundant topping. And also, hot, thin slices of tomato, zero taste. There's nothing. There's a little weird goo. There's a little bleed out texture, a little pus. There is no.
There's tomato sauce underneath.
And not only no taste, but for whatever reason, maybe the thinness or the wateriness, scorching hot.
Yeah.
Like when the pizza's totally edible.
Molten.
Anytime I had fresh tomatoes, I've had tomatoes on a pizza. You got to cut them cold and fresh.
Put them on last.
Fresh Toms. They're good.
But you don't
Pepperoni
bake
and fresh
'em.
Toms.
Yeah, I still just feel like it
necessary.
doesn't add anything. I garlic's good. I like onion and sausage, but I'm
crumbled
flexible.
sausage.
Yeah, or even
No, didn't you try to put a giant meatball on your pizza and they told you no?
No, I went to I did.
Moza?
Yeah, I went to Moza.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
Moza.
I did the 5 easy pieces, or was that a no?
That sounds like
No, the wrong movie.
what's Bianco's?
I went to what
In Phoenix?
What is the scene? Well, we know Bianco, so he'll do
5 easy
whatever he
pieces.
wants.
Hold the chicken between your knees.
Was that where he was ordering?
He wanted
Yeah.
chicken, and she only gave him like chicken sandwich. You remember
Yeah. That's my 5
Or he
easy
wanted
pieces.
toast or
movie.
something.
I was like, their big rage over Moza is the meatballs, and I said, "Good, I'm going meatball pizza." And they're like, "We don't do that." And I'm like, "You have meatballs?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an oven next to the meatballs with the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
cheese
pipe
pizza
it
on
on.
it.
Right there. You can see it from here.
Cut it in half and put them on top. It's like, nope,
No.
we don't do that. I'm like, first off,
Purist.
I don't know. Like, I ran into this with Zanku chicken and their shawarma thing. Why so many rules?
No.
You know what I mean? You got the chicken shawarma, you got the beef and lamb shawarma. They're the same price. Well, why not give me a suicide?
Throw 'em
Let's go
together.
50-50 here.
Yeah.
What are these rules? We don't do this. It's like, oh, well, let's break with convention.
Who are you trying to protect?
You'll be the David Bowie of pizza toppings. You'll be on the vanguard. Yes, you'll be breaking down barriers. Next thing you know, you're inspiring the youth of America to put. And by the way,
an influencer.
I didn't invent meatballs on pizza. No. That exists.
It does.
And I love it, although there are structural concerns because I love the New York style thin crust slice so much and it cannot support the weight of a meatball often.
You have to succumb to the fork and knife.
Mm-hmm. But sorry. Go ahead,
You were
Max.
saying? Right.
What were you saying? Yeah, but I'm not blaming myself for traumatizing Bruce's kids. They needed to declare what they wanted on their pizza.
I've never heard of a kid being like, I don't have an answer. Not even like cheese.
You know here's what the assertion or the assertion is, I should say, in such situations. It always comes back to me. It always comes back to me being a bully.
Right. They were panic firing because they were scared.
They seized up.
Yeah.
Okay. First things first. If somebody says, what would you like on your pizza? You shouldn't freeze up. That's not an 18-wheeler heading toward your bed, waking you up at night.
You're not a deer.
We're sitting in a kitchen. I'm ordering pizza. Don't seize up. So, and also, I didn't go, hey, you little tards, what the fuck you want on top of your pie? I was like, I'm ordering pizza. What do you guys want? What topping? What do you guys want on your pizza? So, well, you can be intimidating. True. But not in all situations. Sometimes I'm just asking kids what they want on top of their pizza. I get it, I'm an ogre, but this isn't me yelling at somebody who's climbing into my yard. This is me just asking.
Inviting them to dinner.
To be fair, you did say, tell me what you want on your pizza, or I'm going to smack you.
Or I'm going to smack you.
You were intimidating.
And they couldn't come up with an answer, but eventually we got to broccoli.
Wow.
I think I've spent a fair chunk of my adult life trying to talk people out of stuff they wanted on their pizza.
Yeah. I get it now.
I become like a lobbyist for sausage.
A sommelier?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Right.
A pizza sommelier.
All right, sir. What do you got, Max?
Pineapple pizza you love.
I do.
I don't mind it.
I like it.
Interesting, though. The only thing you probably like about it is the taste, because otherwise it does have that weird molten factor, and it is juicy.
I have a thing. It's why I love Thai food so much. I like a little sweetness with my salty, and I like it for that reason. I understand I'm the subject of much ridicule. Jimmy Kimmel has major issues with this, but I prefer it. I enjoy it. I'm allowed some foibles.
All right. Well, so because it's National Pizza Day, Slice, this company does a lot of studies and reports, and they release them today. Pineapple pizza up 76% this year.
That's a huge margin.
Doubled,
yeah.
Huge. Dairy-free pizza saw a 333% increase.
Was it like cashew cheese or something?
Yeah.
Fake cheese or no cheese? Just
okay, I am Jewish, so it goes without saying I'm severely lactose intolerant. Under no circumstances would I have a vegan pizza or a cheese-free pizza. I will eat it and I will deal with it later.
Yeah.
So everyone else in the house.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm with you. It's called pizza. It has cheese on it. That's what it is.
Won't have pizza.
You're giving me like flatbread with something
else.
Potatoes.
Ugh. The most popular topping, pepperoni.
Sure.
Sausage and onion, 4th and 5th, right under mushrooms and extra cheese.
Here's an interesting. Here's a thing. Maybe. Tell me if this has skewed the pepperoni toppings at the top of the topping mountain. Kids love pepperoni. Mm-hmm. So if you are, in fact, so if you're having a Super Bowl party and you're ordering pizzas and there's kids at the Super Bowl party, you shall order some pepperoni pizzas.
It's safe.
But I would bet while 9-year-olds that are 100% pepperoni, if you get hold of those kids when they're 45, it's a much lower percentage that go pepperoni. Yep. I think you grow out of the pepperoni, but the pepperoni numbers are padded by the kids. If you took this survey and you said amongst 40-year-olds in the United States, what is the most favorite topping? Maybe pepperoni wouldn't, or it'd be a lower percentage.
Because this is probably just pizzas ordered as opposed to
Right.
preference for adults.
Right, and Meatball's 10th place, by the way. So
10th.
Yeah.
Wait, what's above Meatball?
I don't have that. I just wrote that. I mean, olives. I
like olives.
All the other toppings. Now, what are you guys' thoughts on putting ranch on your pizza?
I'm from Kansas, so of course I abide by that.
I'm a big fan.
You got to
of it.
dip
I hate
it.
that I am, but I love ranch on my pizza.
Do you squirt it on top of the pizza?
I dip. I put
Yeah,
it.
that's disgusting.
I'll dip my pizza in the.
I don't mind.
Side of ranch.
I don't mind some ranch. I don't need it, but I don't mind it.
What do you think about dipping the crust? Because at that point, you're done with the top.
I got ranch rules.
Or as Vinny calls it, Vinny calls the crust the rind. You don't need to eat the
Sure.
rind.
You're allowed to dip the crust if there's nothing left but the crust.
Yeah.
But even then, very slippery slope with the ranch. And of course, it makes everything better.
Yeah.
It just makes everything better. But at a certain point, you have to kind of stop. It's sort of like. Yeah, I get like all the bad creamers that taste like French
Hazelnuts.
vanilla and everything. Like it's all there. But at a certain point, you just got to hunker down and drink coffee.
Yeah.
Or eat pizza. Like we can't be adding stuff onto everything.
Yeah.
Ranch has become a surprisingly big part of my life in the last 4 or 5 years. Not just because of Tessa, but also keto. Like it's like zero sugar, essentially.
Yeah.
I dip those veggies in there all day.
That's right.
But I think you'd have to look hard for ranch without all the seed oil in it.
True. Dressings in general are very sneaky when it comes to all that shit. So the dextrose and the multi-dextrose and all that.
I believe, Dawson, not since our green machine debacle of 2014.
Speaking of broccoli,
I'm 100% off those.
The
addict. How many days?
look at it, the pounds have just melted
It was
away.
rough. It was rough.
All right, here's what I'm saying. So Vinny will tell you, stay away from the carbs, stay away from the sugar, but stay away from the canola oil, the sunflower oil, and it is permeated everything you put in your mouth. It all has that in
Yeah.
it. And the number one culprit is the salad dressing. And I believe I was looking up some of Newman's Own because I don't trust it anymore. It was Newman's Own olive oil and vinegar or whatever, and you turn around and canola oil is the first.
Same. I was looking for avocado oil mayonnaise, and it says like in a big letters, avocado oil mayonnaise. And you turn around, canola oil is the first thing. The avocado oil just happens to be in there somewhere.
Ranch is the easiest thing to make yourself.
I'm going to circle back on my whole regulatory government thing.
Yeah.
I'd like this a little more regulated.
Yeah.
I don't think you can say this mayo is made with avocado oil and have canola oil be number one
Yes,
I agree.
on the thing. So now you have to like read the fine print and everything. And there are some salad dressings that are made with avocado oil, but you got to look for them. And also
It costs twice as much.
They're not in the dressing aisle. They're in the cold section.
another deal is the I love the artichoke hearts that are like roasted and in that
too.
oil.
Yeah.
You got to look far and wide to
For
get the
olive
olive
oil.
oil,
Yep.
and there's all that canola oil. But ranch, I think, Brian, if you're gonna stay on your ranch ways, I think you got to find some brand that does it with the olive oil or
I'll hook you up.
or the whatever
All right.
oil.
There's a good in the cold section, at least at Ralph's.
Yeah.
There's like it's like a yogurt ranch, and that's the
Okay.
one I use,
Okay.
or I make it myself.
I like
but can I
this.
tell you, I made chili over the weekend. It was fucking great, but I didn't make it completely homemade because I was in the supermarket and I saw Carol Shelby chili mix. And I was like, I'm curious. And it was great. It was delicious. It does come with a packet of cornmeal, I guess, for a thickener, and I didn't use that. I've
Goes in
never
your engine.
heard of that.
yeah, he famously
really good.
when he got out of racing, he got into chili.
It was really good.
And he had 1,000 acres in some wherever bumfuck Texas, and he started this huge chili cook-off.
It's great.
All right, sorry, Max Bound.
Yeah, well, West Virginia, big ranch. They're number one in putting ranch on their pizza, but California, they're the number one pizza that California orders, veggie.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Same with Washington. Yeah,
It's the number one most popular pizza.
yeah.
I'm surprised.
That is our number one most ordered pizza here.
Sad.
Bizarre.
It's sad. All right, now on to some bigger news. Adidas is also trending. So they have a new campaign for sports bras, and they tweeted out.
Oh, yeah.
Hot.
I saw this.
They tweeted, "We believe women's breasts in all shapes and sizes deserve support and comfort, which is why our new sports bra range contains 43 styles, so everyone can find the right fit for them. Explore the new Adidas sports bra collection." And then here's the picture they put up. Don't share it on YouTube.
Oh,
Emmy.
my.
This is such bullshit. I have such a problem with this campaign for personal reasons.
Zoom in.
So this is literally a grid of different women's breasts, which I look at all day long because I'm on these like Facebook
Nice.
groups with like breast reduction and all this stuff. Anyway, this is like all
Slow it
different,
down. I'll make my own batch of ranch.
all shapes essentially and sizes of regular women's boobs. Mazel tov.
Yeah.
I would say by far the biggest breast size on this whole wall that we're looking at is maybe a D. That's
I have to
that's
really
child's
look.
play.
Yeah, which one?
So when they talk about so everyone can find the right fit, really, bitch? My
Yeah.
shit's not up there.
Bottom left, very perky.
Wow.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah, all
Those
50
might have had a little
looking
help.
at 50
Yeah.
breasts.
The day is young.
I think they put a couple of dudes in there. Look towards the bottom right.
I thought you were going to say the top middle.
Yeah, so
God bless.
everyone's
Are
freaking
there
out over
dudes
this.
in there? All right. Well, I will say this. Number
That one has a beard.
Number 3. Oh, does that guy have a beard? Number 3 on the
of
top
negligence.
row has whatever Michael Jackson had.
Vitiligo?
Vitiligo. Looks like vitiligo. I get that everyone needs a bra, but put the ones with the diseases down lower. But also,
You got to put them at top, otherwise it becomes sexual. And they're not trying to be sexual.
but the
No, they're not.
vitiligo picture
Boom.
with the light skin and the darker skin and the breast looks like an angry owl. If you really look at it.
Which one? Which one?
Number 3
Okay.
at the top row.
yeah, it's a Tootsie Roll ad.
It's an owl that's angry. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like
He looks, shocked and angry. You're right. Yeah.
yeah, it's an angry owl.
Bemused.
Wow, that is.
And I feel like this is bad juju.
yeah,
and also
someone got a tan.
it's got the vitiligo up top. Looks like eyebrows and eyes wide open and a mouth down below.
Presumably.
It's an angry owl.
yeah.
I see
right.
it.
But I'm with Gina. I'd like to see bigger boobs.
Me too. Me too.
Well, or by all means, don't say it's for everyone because it's clearly there is not bigger than. Do you guys see bigger than a D on there?
Well, okay. Serious question for the girl in the room, Chris.
Yeah.
How do you measure the for lack of a better term, floppier?
Jesus, Brian.
Sorry, I'm serious though, because there's some monumental, very floppy breasts up there. But would they be measured as large?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
You all know that a bra measurement is your rib cage right under your boobs, and then there's a cup size. So it's your band size and your cup size. You can have a really big band size, like be a hardy, stocky lady and have really small boobs.
Is that the number?
Yes.
The number is
When
the
I
band
go
size.
out on Saturday, that's what I'm looking for. I want like a 42A. You know what I mean? Like a lot of trap and delt,
Right.
you know?
42A minus.
Yeah.
Convex, concave.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a smaller band, obviously a really big cup, and that shit does not represent me. Are we still talking about representation?
Yeah. See if you can find one.
And Brian, those can be scooped into a
I
bra.
was gonna say all the way to the right, second down is giving you a run for your money.
Yeah, that looks like a
think?
pretty good ample bosom
Okay.
there.
So everyone's up in arms about it. I mean,
Why
obviously
is
people
everyone?
love it.
Why are they up in arms?
Because there's like, we want to see sports bras, and you're posting on Twitter just a bunch of boobs.
Yeah.
So Adidas will has been defending themselves on Twitter, saying it's important to normalize the human body and help inspire future generations to help feel confident and unashamed. It's perfectly natural to have breasts.
I totally agree with that, actually, because, we're in a stage of not only is like the quote unquote Kardashian body not realistic without surgery because it's thigh gap with big hips and a big butt and a small waist, which doesn't really exist in nature, but everything's so filtered. I don't mind that aspect of it.
Yeah, and you're gonna like this, Adam. They said they're happy to celebrate all of that and won't be taking this down.
Oh,
and they
good.
Yeah,
Don't
so
apologize.
yeah, no apologies there.
But there was no like nudity like content warning or something?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think Twitter has that.
You should report this.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Wow.
All right. Well, Adidas also trending because they dropped that guy Kurt Zuma from kicking his cats. Did you see that video?
Yes.
It's terrible.
No.
I
Don't
mean, I didn't watch the
Don't
video,
watch
but
it.
I saw the
He's a
headline.
pro soccer player, kicked his cats, so and like slapped his cats in the video. It's
Why is it on
awful.
video?
Because somebody posted on Snapchat with like the crying, laughing faces, so it must have been like somebody who knew him and just
Thought
put
it was
as
funny.
just
Was
thought
he
it was
kicking
funny.
them like out of the way, like
Yeah.
a nudge, or did he fucking go free kick on this?
Out of the way, but it was like sent
He's a
the cat
soccer player.
flying
That's what I'm
across from.
saying.
It's a pro soccer player, and then slapped a cat that somebody was holding too.
I don't like that.
So
He's got to go.
yes, and so the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, which is an awesome
Well,
name.
I'm curious
British?
though.
Yeah.
Were that his cats?
Yeah, they're his cats.
Why own cats if you don't like cats?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
They've taken the cats away. They say that they're fine. And so, but the thing is, everyone was really upset because this guy played the game the next day after all this controversy.
Well, he's
So-
allowed to
Should he
play
not be?
soccer.
Exactly. So he played the game.
That's where you kick things.
Yeah, and he was booed every time he touched the ball, even by his own
Wow,
fans.
by the cat lovers in the audience.
Oh yeah, everybody loves cats. So the team decided to donate 2 weeks worth of his wages to animal welfare charities.
The team decided
Yes, and they
donate his wages.
Yeah, and Adidas dropped him.
Well,
So trending for other
what you
reasons
get.
You hear
as
that,
well.
Puma?
Now, now the player says, "I want to say how deeply sorry I am to anyone who is upset by the video. I'd like to assure that everyone that our cats are perfectly fine and loved."
apologize to the cats.
Imagine the devout Christian who's very upset about the boob video, and they're like, "Oh, you think that's bad? Adidas got this whole pussy problem." Oh no!
Guys slapping, kicking pussy.
Do not show that.
Yeah. All right. And lastly, let's just do yesterday you mentioned how all the Super Bowl foods and what the prices are. It's like, oh my God, we get it already.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that way with Joe Rogan news.
Right.
How?
Yeah, it is just non-stop.
Calling it news is generous at this point.
Yeah.
We get it. We
Hot
understand.
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we know what happened to Neil Young and Joni Mitchell and the whole misinformation stuff on Spotify. And then over the weekend, he was once again in circulation because of that video where he says the N-word a bunch of times. It's like a compilation
Yeah, I'm
video.
going to defend Joe. Is Michael on the phone, or can you hear this? Or is he not jumped in yet?
I didn't see the video, but is it in context? Is he talking about rap lyrics
Yes.
or something?
Yeah,
It's not-
He's doing Richard Pryor. Bit, but
It's like a supercut.
yeah.
No,
it's a
I understand
supercut.
that. What I'm saying,
Yeah,
I
it's
assume
a
not.
super cut of context.
Oh, well,
That-
yeah,
Him reading lyrics and Richard Pryor stuff.
Yeah.
It exists with everyone. I saw somebody posted one for the Young Turks 2 days later. We'd happen on Loveline or something. You're reading the lyrics.
Yeah,
or
there's a great
You're
drop.
quoting.
it's the name of the album or
Right.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We've discussed on this show what Willie T. Ribbs wanted the doc to be
Oh,
called.
yes, he did.
What did he want to talk about?
I don't remember.
So once because that
Should have brought it up.
musician India Ari,
Ari.
excuse me, she took her video. Or I mean, she's saying I'm taking my music off not because of the anti-vax whatever, but because the money that Spotify is paying me, very little money, because they get 0.003 cents a stream, and they're paying Rogan. That's going to Rogan. I'm taking it off because I don't want that, especially with this video circulating around. So she shared it. It went viral again because it's been out for a while.
I do love the notion of I don't want my money going they always do that thing.
Yeah.
My tax dollars.
So you don't want the money from the Chick-fil-A sandwich going right to the abortion clinic or whatever, however they work it. You know what I mean? I don't think that's how it
It's
works.
the pipeline.
India Iris dropped off more money, Joe. Good. I needed to book more fake vax doctors. Yeah.
So then Rogan released an apology on Instagram saying, yeah, that video looks awful, even to me. It's terrible. And I haven't used that word in years, and it's awful, and nobody should ever use it. There's a lot of power to it. And Trevor Noah did a whole 16-minute piece on him the other night.
On the air?
Yeah.
On the N-word bit?
Yeah.
You can't... If somebody's going to put it in lyrics and put it in comedy albums and Richard Pryor and whatever else... Richard Pryor had Bicentennial N-word. I think it's the
Right.
name of the album, one of his biggest albums. All right. And you say the whole word. And then you're people repeat it, and then you whack it up. You can't use that as cries of racism on that one.
Yeah,
please.
so Rogan said on his show that it's a political hit job, right? Because, I mean, once the first thing died, this thing comes up, and it just
Well,
nonstop.
here's what I do know. If you disagree with the left, eventually we'll get to racism, and we'll get there fast. That's how it is now.
It's the new Holocaust.
The truckers, right? The truckers in Canada are now racist. Like everyone they disagree with, Larry Elders, the new black face of white racism. He's just a radio show host who's running for governor. Like they get to race. You disagree. It took them a minute because they're on the vax stuff, but they'll get to race. They'll get to race fast.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't know if you saw the Unearthed, because that's really how they're treating it. Whoopi Goldberg's Jewish recipe.
Oh,
No. It was like a recipe for Jewish princesses or something from 30 years ago. I read it. It's kind of like this joke recipe, like have your butler, blah, blah, blah. And it's like neither here nor there, not super funny. I get the joke she was trying to make. And it's like, wait, we're doubling down because of a recipe from 35 years ago that no one would have ever heard of?
It all exists, and everything read in either transcript form or whacked into a soundbite is always damning.
Yeah.
So I was actually talking to Drew about this, which is what they do is they go, so-and-so, who you like, who you hate. They go, Sean Hannity says outrageous thing about Whoopi Goldberg, and then here's the 30-second clip. Well, you're already primed. He said this outrageous thing.
I'll find it.
And then you watch the clip with no head and no tail, and you go, this is outrageous. But you're already in outrage mode.
Boy, I can't wait to play you the Adele quote for the news.
Things in clips and in transcript form fuck everyone's shit up. Nobody can escape from that.
Yeah, so a couple things that are interesting. Joe Rogan went on stage last night, talked about it.
Where, do you know?
It just an Austin club.
Oh, not here.
Yeah. And he says, if you're taking vaccine advice from me, is it really my fault? What dumb shit were you about to do when my stupid idea sounded better? You know that dude who made people eat animal dicks on TV? How does he feel about medicine? If you want my advice, don't take my advice. So he addressed that to his crowd. And then Spotify, it's really interesting what they did. They removed over 100 episodes of his podcast from their platform with controversial guests. But the CEO sent a staff email over the weekend saying, I want to make one point very clear. I don't believe that silencing Joe is the answer.
Doesn't Joe sell supplements on his show? I mean, his thing is like, take my medical advice. I don't know about this particular angle of, I'm just a dumb. Now you're a very popular podcast host who sells a lot of supplements and things of, recommending creatine and whatever.
Right.
I don't know. That particular angle seems kind of weak.
Well, but also he's on stage, so he's doing a joke version.
Yeah.
This is not like I'm going to release this video and apologize.
And by the way, buy my Jim Baker drum of dried food on stage.
But he has doctors on there, and a lot of the doctors go against whatever the norm is, and by the way, they're right for the most part.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like fringe. He has some lunatics on, but the one that got him in the most trouble, that guy's a pretty highly decorated guy who was or what it is, go fact check what the guy said, all the misinformation, and then come back and tell us all the misinformation. We never get the misinformation. We get that it is misinformation. We don't get what he said. Right. Yeah. He's a guy who came up with the mRNA vaccine or whatever it is. He's one of the guys who invented that. He's a highly decorated physician. Go find out what he said that you disagree with or that is factually incorrect, and then present it to people.
And I know yesterday we were talking about if he joined Rumble. Somebody actually asked him that yesterday. What do you think about that $100 million deal to join Rumble and do whatever you want? He says, no, Spotify has hung in with me inexplicably. So let's see what happens. And as a Spotify user, I love Spotify. I
was just wondering who uses Spotify and why.
I use Spotify.
Please tell us.
I get any. I get any song I want, and so I guess it tells you I don't want a ton of Neil Young songs.
Or India.Re.
Yeah, but I just.
So how does that separate it from any other service?
I just like how easy it is. I've been using it for years. The podcast game has gone up.
Does it cost something for a subscription?
Yeah, it's like $12 a month or something like that. But but you get any song you're thinking of at I think a decent quality, and it's just really easy for me to use. I use it every day.
Me too. And I listen to a lot of comedians on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than music.
Okay, I'm totally on board. I do YouTube Music with the added benefit of you sign up for YouTube Premium, you get the music, and no ever YouTube ads, which is life-changing. I just can't see why someone would not do that.
But once you click off the YouTube app, doesn't the music stop?
No,
or is it something different?
Oh, I think if you pay for it, it does.
Yeah, Premium. Yeah, you
stick with Spotify.
Yeah,
I would know
it for years.
Well,
I like that.
I don't know. We have Andrew Yang supported Joe, and then he walked it back, which was very
so
disappointing.
Did The Rock.
Well,
these guys are just...
They supported the first wave of Joe, and then they walked back the second wave, I think
Andrew may have supported the second.
Oh, okay, because The Rock did what
The Rock did.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What The Rock did.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so this is Andrew Yang's initial tweet, which has been deleted.
Oh, come on, Andrew. Don't be a pussy.
So Andrew says, I don't think Joe Rogan is a racist. The man interacts with and works with black people literally all of the time. Do I know black friends of Joe's who would swear by him? Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's the way he felt.
Yeah.
But
Dawson has his apology.
He changed his
mind. He posted it on Instagram.
He says, I'd like to believe the best of people, especially if I've met and spent time with that person. Sometimes it makes me miss something. I think we should have the capacity to forgive people. Sometimes it makes me miss something. I think we should have the capacity to forgive people, whether a podcaster or a mayor. If they mess up, maybe it's because I mess up too. Racism is real, deep, corrosive, and even lethal. I know that. I made a mistake in an earlier tweet last night that downplayed these realities.
Hold on. He said Joe Rogan's not racist. Not racism doesn't exist. This is the slippery, weird slope.
Well, he got in trouble because he did the whole, but he has black friends. So
that was the only part I think he got in trouble for, because that's like saying, I have a lot of black friends.
Yeah.
I'm
not racist. I have black friends.
It's a decent argument.
What's wrong with that argument? When did that become so bad?
You can't say it.
I think
well,
you
what
can
if you
honestly say that if you have black friends,
but what if you
obviously not a racist?
You didn't say friends. It works with and interacts. It's like saying Donald Sterling's not a racist. He employs lots of black. You
Somebody
can see the fault there.
No, I did.
You can't see the fault in that?
No, I get what it is. Like if you have a lot of black people working for you, I would argue that while we don't like it, it's a trope. But I would argue that having a lot of black friends is a good argument for not being racist.
I would argue that having one black friend,
owning a franchise that has black players, you can probably still. But he's not saying Joe owns a franchise. He's saying he works with and interacts.
Ultimately, I agree. I'm just saying I think he got in trouble for the ham-handed way. He said he interacts with and employs a lot of black people.
Yeah, it's like whatever it is, it'll never. There's no way out once you start down that road.
But
you have to go, he's not a racist. But now, hold on.
Yeah.
What about, sorry, Dawson, but turnabout is fair play. What about the black soccer player who goes, I love cats. I have 2 of them. You think I would live with a cat?
They're my best friends.
Why would I live with...
If you kick your black friend, you may be a racist.
I'm just saying it's possible.
See?
That's all I'm saying. All right, sorry. Continue. And by the way, when Michael jumps on, you'll tell us, right, Kaylin?
He's just jumping on right now.
Oh, sure he is. He's been waiting for 20 minutes.
Looks like he literally
listening to me defend Joe Rogan.
Oh boy!
God damn it! All right, let's pretend this didn't happen. Bring it home, Max Spada.
Check out the Water Cooler podcast, please.
Oh God!
Max Spada. His real name's
All right, we're going to talk to the playmaker, Michael Irvin, in a minute. First, I'll tell you about Ultimate Ears. Boy, we use tech every day. Talked about Spotify a minute ago. But let's not forget about the earbuds, man. You want the best you can get, and you want the custom ones, and you want to mold them, but that's way too expensive until now. UE, Ultimate Ears, fits true wireless, custom fit earbuds from from Ultimate Ears. It's premium sound, all-day comfort, and the molding experience is really easy and really fast. Guaranteed perfect fit in 60 seconds, 8 hours of continuous playback on a single charge, up to 20 hours with the charge case. If you try them and you don't love them as much as we do, because we all use them here, they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, plus free shipping and free returns and a 1-year warranty. Yes.
I have them. They're amazing. I will never go back. The molding them to your ears is so much fun. And I love them so much, my mom bought a pair from the website last night.
Great endorsement, Gina Grad. And what's that, Dawson?
Use promo code Adam at ue.com/fits to get your pair of UE Fits for just $199. That's ue.com/fits. Promo code Adam.
Please do that thing. Like
my tax dollars.
So you don't want the money from the Chick-fil-A sandwich going right to the abortion clinic or whatever, however they work it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's how it works.
The pipeline.
India Iris dropped off more money, Joe. Good. I needed to book more fake vax doctors.